Welcome back as we wrap things up here on Eye on the Alamo here on Your View. I'm Kate Longworth. He's Eddie House. We've had a lot of fun talking about the madness that is March, but we did warn you coming into this one. Use the number 2 pencil, not a Sharpie. That's just too permanent when you're talking about these brackets, although you seem pretty confident in your Final Four.
Yeah, I'm looking strong right now. Kentucky coming out of the South. I got them winning it all first off, but they're coming out of the South. I have Texas A&M coming out of the West. The Midwest region, I got Duke coming out of the Midwest. And the East, a little chalky with Nova, but I like Nova.
Well, it scares me you say that's a little iffy because I have Nova going all the way, so we'll see how that fares. I'm with you with Kentucky now and Kansas. I know kind of boring. I have 2 #1 seeds there, but this is what I see playing out. But I like my upset special when it comes to Loyola Chicago. Meanwhile, we get what our experts have to say as they weigh in here, and a lot of them like Kentucky like you, and you called them your upset special. Or they call them their upset special in Texas A&M, and you have Texas A&M going pretty far.
Yeah, I do, and great minds think alike. And I think I should be an expert now.
All right, I guess.
Label?
I mean, anyone can be an expert or not an expert in March. There's just no rules to it. Meanwhile, let's have our bracket recap before we go real quick. Let's take a look at that breakdown in the South. Coming into the tournament, we thought this was the toughest bracket. Now, though, Kentucky, a number 5 seed, is the top seed in this bracket.
Yeah, they are. But the game that I'm going to pay attention to is Loyola Chicago, Nevada. Whose magical ride is going to continue to the Elite 8 and who's going to come to an end? I hate to see either one of those teams lose, but somebody has to lose.
Yeah, those 2 teams have garnered a lot of college basketball fans over the first week. And a number 1 seed still remains in the East with Villanova.
Yeah, I like that game a lot with West Virginia and Villanova. West Virginia is going to try to press them, speed them up. Villanova is going to try to have to control the tempo of that game. Whoever controls the tempo and pace wins that game.
And when we break down the Midwest, the other team that still has, the other bracket that still has a number 1 seed in Kansas.
Yeah, I think Kansas should get past Clemson, but the game I'm going to pay a lot of attention to is Syracuse's Duke. Can Syracuse extend that zone and make Duke shoot a lot of deep threes? And the key is, can they keep Marvin Bagley III off of the glass?
Yeah, any team that can beat Duke, I am a fan of. Hopefully Syracuse keeps that chip on the shoulder. Meanwhile, the Aggies, wow, they handled UNC. Can they do the same with Michigan?
That was a really impressive win by Texas A&M. The way they did it, they're long, they're rangy, and they're going to go up against the hottest team in college basketball. Can they get it done?
Well, clearly we can just keep talking about this. However, we can't here on Eye on the Alamo. Our show has come to a close, so we'll see you next week.